Hello, Internet. Welcome to the Troyan YouTube channel. It is Thin Lizzy Thursday, and it is snowy in Nashville. Not sure if you can see that over there. Nope, it's very dark. It's very dark and snowy in Nashville, and you're like, Greg, why is the lighting so bad? Just haven't really had good times during the day to record Thin Lizzy Thursdays, and just this is the time that I have to record Thin Lizzy Thursday at like 5 in, well, more like 6 in the morning. So, for you lovely folks, making sure you don't miss out on a single Thin Lizzy Thursday, but going to be a little bit of a quieter series of reactions, just because this was the only time I had time to record them, and just don't want to wake up the neighborhood. So we're going to be doing a Thin Lizzy Thursday, quiet NPR edition for a couple weeks, and let's see here, for some random music. While we figure out what Lizzy song we're listening to, I've been really digging the Wicked soundtrack lately. Obviously, because the movie came out, but I've been a fan of it since high school. Basically, my sister was really into Wicked, and the first couple years it came out, it wasn't really my thing. It was like, that's like the girl musical. But I came around on it, saw it live. It was incredible, and so I've been firmly on the Wicked bandwagon for multiple decades at this point. So, saw the movie, it was great, and been jammed to the soundtrack. So, we're going to listen to a little bit of What Is This Feeling while we figure out what Lizzy song we're listening to this week.
Your voice. Your clothing.
Oh, no, we went too far into the song.
What is this feeling so sudden and new?
I felt the moment I laid eyes on you.
My pulse is rushing.
My head is reeling.
Yeah, well, my face is flushing. What is this feeling, fervent as a flame? Does it have a name? Yes. Loathing, unadulterated loathing for your face,
Your voice.
your clothing. Let's just say I loathe it all. Every little trick, however small, makes my very flesh begin to crawl. With simple utter loathing, there's a strange exhilaration in such total detestation.
Pausing for copyright.
It's so pure, so strong. Though I do admit it came on fast, still I do believe that it can last. And I will be loathing you my whole life.
Oh man, such a good movie. I really probably should have played Popular, since that was the song that ended up on the radio. Actually, yeah, this song was freaking on
Okay.
pop radio.
Now that we're friends.
I've yet to face. Don't worry, I'm determined to succeed.
Will be
Alright, so this is Popular. This was on the radio.
Popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper poise when you talk to boys.
Also, the YouTube audio is corrupted there. If you listen to it on Spotify, or like in the movie, it's not corrupted, so they just messed up the file upload. That's tremendous.
The ways to alert and sound smooth. I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair, everything that really counts to be popular. I'll help you be popular. You'll hang with the right cohorts. You'll be good at sports. Know the slang you've got to know. So let's start, 'cause you've got an awfully long way to go.
So I just love that this was on mainstream pop radio when I was driving. It was like this and some K-pop and then some guitar rock, and the fact that you're getting all this stuff with pop music nowadays, people say that oh, all pop music sounds the same, and just pop radio is actually really good right now. There's a good variety of just all kinds of different stuff where it's not the same thing over and over again. We're in a good place for pop music, except for the male American artists. They kind of suck right now. They're putting out really mid material, but the girls and the K-pop musicians knocking out the park. dark. But anyway, we're going to be checking out Rocky off Johnny the Fox. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking the computer too much. So this is another song by the classic lineup. And how many Johnny the Fox songs do we even have left? Is this the? We have 2 left from Johnny the Fox. So let's check out Rocky and see where it ranks in the overall Thin Lizzy catalog. All right, so we'll pause there. So this is an interesting song for me because it's very clearly, Lizzy in the classic era, just like, having like a cool, classic Lizzy riff. Lyrically, it's Phil painting a story. But like Black Star Riders, this one kind of lacks like a strong chorus. It's really mostly just like, verse, verse, verse. There's not really like a chorus hook, which is something I wish that the song had. And I think that is actually to the detriment of the song because the lengthwise, it feels like it almost could be like a single. So a strong sing-along chorus is not a bad thing. And then vocally, Phil sounds very rough, almost like he was sick when he did the vocals. So maybe it's appropriate that I'm doing this like, kind of quiet early in the morning when my throat's not as strong and a bit raspier. Because Phil, I don't know if it's necessarily the right approach for this song when his general vocal style, which is a little bit smoother and clean with like some grit, I think would have been a better approach. So it's almost like this one feels like it was like kind of rushed in some ways. Where rushed in terms of not writing a chorus, rushed in terms of like having the, gruffer vocal, and we know that Johnny the Fox was a rushed album. And so this is one of those songs where it would be very arguable to say that this is a filler track, even though it fits in with the concept and story of the album and, telling a character. It is kind of a filler track, but it's back in the days when filler tracks were really, really strong. There are some artists who like take a full album approach and really focus on like making sure each cut on an album is strong. I mentioned Taylor Swift a lot, but that's an artist who really, focuses on the deep cuts, and the fans really appreciate the deep cuts as well. Dua Lipa, surprisingly, is like pretty good about making sure the whole album is full of bangers. And so this song right here, I mean, it's still good, but it's missing a couple elements that I want from it. However, everything else is done so well, and this is like Lizzy in their prime. So Lizzy in their prime doing a filler track. The song Last Week was like I'm trying to remember even what it was called. It was like some sort of like instrumental like riffy song. What was it? Cadillac. That wasn't as good of a riff as the riffs here. So this is just like as far as like songs to rush out the door. There's a reason why this was rushed out the door and Cadillac wasn't. This is just a better song. So yeah, let's get back to it.
Come on, rock it, take me to the night. The neon streets are shining bright. To all them queens, you bring the light. That cocky Rocky, his belts are so tight.
And just to be clear, I think Phil has given a good vocal on this, but I wonder if it's the right approach necessarily. I think just a couple more takes and maybe a little bit of a cleaner vocal in some spots, I think would have serviced the song better.
That's the stage, the show begins. Drop the black to make you feel. Steve they flash, when he grins.
classic Lizzy guitar line, exactly what you want from Thin Lizzy, exactly what they're famous for. I'll rewind just to hear. Great solo by I believe that was Robbo, and excellent drum fills from Brian Downey, and Scott Gorham is also there.
Come on, Rocky, and throw the dice. Threw it once, now throw it twice. Heavy boys, they want a slice. They pay the money, they want the choice. Cocky Rocky, he's a rock and roll star. He got the talent to take it far. And all he needs is that old guitar. Cocky Rocky, the rock and roll star.
Great ending there. There's a Star song that ends sort of a similar way. I can't think of what one it is. Is it Violation? I don't think Violation ends that way, but it feels like it's something off that album. Um, excuse me. I'm sorry for shaking the computer again. Let's take a look at these lyrics. Cocky Rocky, the rock and roll star, he's got the talent to take him far. Started out playing hotel bars. Cocky Rocky, the rock and roll star. He spent his time just looking for kits, whipping out the mean and nasty guitar licks. He knows all the tricks to pull the chicks, just half a chance and away he rips. Come on, Rocky, Rocky, take me to the night. The neon streets are shining bright. To all of them queens, you bring the light. That cocky Rocky, his belt is so tight. Just like story of rock and roll. Hits the stage, the show begins, dressed in black to make him thin. Nice reference. The speed they flash, the way he grins. Sail away, Rocky, the note he bends. Seems like a Robbo song. Come on, Rocky, and throw the dice. You threw it once, now throw it twice. Heavy boys, they want a slice. They paid their monkey. They paid their money. They want the choice. Cocky Rocky, he's a rock and roll star, etc., etc. Yeah. So, I mean, this is gonna be a tough one to rank. Where do we put this one? Oh boy. Because like I think this is filler, but killer filler. Like I don't think it's necessarily a classic of the Lizzy catalog. Or like, a song that like it's a fun deep cut to pull out live, but it's not a song that would need to be a concert staple, but be the kind of thing that'd be exciting if you heard live. So, like where do we put this? Okay, Alright, I'm going to put it just below She Knows. Because it is filler, but it is killer filler, in my opinion. So, definitely know what you thought. Let me know what you thought of this one in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next week for more with NPR Presents Thin Lizzy Thursday. Bye, everyone.